Hi there, welcome. It is November of 2025, and as usual, I'm going live. I'm very impressed that I've been able to be fairly consistent about the first Friday of the month. I don't know if that says about my work ethic that I'm always available seemingly on the first Friday of each month, but I like the consistency and we're going to stick with it. So it works. My name is Trisha Broderick. I'm with Ignite Insight and Innovation, and today's topic is honestly, possibly just a rant, but it's a rant about Slack, and Slack being one specific tool. Any tools that are similar in nature could be applicable to any asynchronous communication tool in this general vicinity, but yet Slack seems to have my personal rant focus right now with things. So let me set kind of the overall context of where my ranting comes from, because I do think that if I was just in one organization, I might feel slightly different. But the problem is I'm an independent. So that means every conference I go to, every community I'm a part of, every client potentially, they're like, join our Slack, which means then I have 20 different instances of Slack. I have, within those instances, I have a ridiculous number of channels. I can't keep up. And there's no easy way, or at least I haven't found it, or I stopped looking a long time ago, but there's no easy way of kind of like threading it all together. So I just have to go to one. No, I've got to go to each one. And then I got to make sure it's on my phone versus on the phone. I can't keep up, people. I can't keep up. So it is incredibly overwhelming for me. And every time I'm like, score, I'm getting rid of one, two new ones seem to jump into my queue. And so it's a battle that I have yet to win, but I keep getting louder about. But let me get into the specifics of like what my rants are and why it just doesn't work very well for me. The first one is, it's beautiful in theory about asynchronous communication. But for people like me who don't script shit, I probably shouldn't have swore, but I didn't script it, so it just naturally came out, right? People who like me who think by this, like by talking, the problem is if I get in there and there's like a thread of 17 back and forth of this, like for some people that's fabulous. They get to see and process and communicate. My problem is like, my thought was on the first comment, but now I got to keep reading. And then I let go of that comment. Like it doesn't feel like collaboration. It feels like I'm just talking at people. And I just don't like that feeling. And so I don't find it a great collaboration tool. I don't find it a great way to help me think. I don't find it a great way for me to interact in those regards. It's a good messaging tool. It's a good reporting tool potentially, but it's not a good communication tool with things. So, and I'm just realizing they changed StreamYard and now it's just live streaming onto YouTube, which gets a lot of people that aren't finding me on LinkedIn and know what I'm talking about and who I'm talking about with things. So yeah, if this is not relevant for you, don't stick around. If you don't know what Slack is, it's not going to be helpful for you with those things. But today we did another one and we had a couple different people. So I've got to change the settings on that. Lessons learned as I'm going forward, but it's just not helpful for the general population and things. So I don't know where it's showing up in YouTube for people that they're commenting and highlighting. But yes, if you're not using the tool called Slack, then this will not be of any value to you as I continue my rant. So I just don't find it a very good collaboration tool. And yet people continue to try to use it as such. And it's just not valuable in that regard. The second frustration that I have is that people think it's like instantaneous. I don't have my Slack pushing to me, partially because I have so many groups and so many channels and things. So it is a distinct, I have to go out to the tool, pull it, see what's there, read what's unread. And yet people are like, well, I Slack messaged you a while ago and you're not responding yet. And I'm like, because I haven't gone in the tool yet. I don't have it pushing to me constantly because that is not an instant response to myself for that. Oh my gosh, David Wallace, you are so funny. I just saw this comment and you're cracking me up. Don't try to troll me right now. Like, it's not gonna work, right? With those things. But like, people want instant reactions on Slack. I'm not even very good about instant reactions when you text me or call me directly. So I'm certainly not going to be very quick and reactive on Slack. And yet people have this expectation that if they Slack message you, you're just instantly responding, and that's how that's going to play out with it. So it's just not, there are different expectations also with Slack use and how people are engaging, and it usually just results in frustration for myself and for other people. The third frustration that I have is when people don't thread. Like, they come in and they're like, they have a question, and then somebody starts a whole different thing, and then they're not talking to the same. I may think by using this, but I seriously cannot like follow things when it's not grouped together. I still have to like link my emails and all sorts of things for organization. So it's really a struggle with different dynamics in terms of trying to organize. Like, I can't search easily in Slack, especially when we're cheap and we don't get like the paid version. And so you can only search for a certain period of time in Slack. You can't go back far enough. It doesn't seem to organize. And there are probably even features that some of you are gonna be like, no, they let you do this now. You can tag it and you can do certain things and find it. I gave up a long time ago and I'm not looking anymore. So this is gonna be a constant pet peeve because I can't search very easily. I can't organize very easily. I can't return to it and find it quickly. And it just drives me bonkers. I'm a extremely organized individual, and it just frustrates the crap out of me when I can't quickly find something and go back to it. And I never can find things in Slack. It's just absolutely horrible. I acknowledge that's probably because I'm cheap, and most of the ones that I use are community-based ones. And so they're free models, but still it's just frustrating. And then the other one is, I've got lots of people coming in from a YouTube dynamic. So it's an interesting thing. I don't know where it's prompting from that. So we're going to have to make that adjustment, but I see all the comments, but I'm not posting those comments. So here's the last thing that I want to highlight with Slack that annoys me, because, what else am I going to do on the first Friday of a month but talk about my pet peeves, right? The other thing that annoys me about Slack is it's become a de facto, like, did you read the effing manual, right? Did you read the email? Did you read Slack? I can't keep it all straight. And the problem is sometimes the information comes when I'm in the thick of something else and I'm not in that headspace. And I try to multitask, and we all know that that's a very bad thing to do, but I'll read the message and it just goes in one eye out the side. I don't have any recollection of it. And it never fails. I get then busted on that. My fault, right? I'm multitasking, but it's like, it's almost becomes like a CYA tool, and it just drives me nuts. It's like, well, I posted in Slack, so and again, this is not collaboration. This is not valuable. And I guess if you're using it just as a CYA reporting documentation tool, fantastic. But it's just not how I engage with most people. And so I find that incredibly like nails on a chalkboard when somebody's like, well, it's in Slack. Great. And clearly I'm still asking. And so like, that's the struggle. Oh, I'm going to give a bonus rant. When you get mad at me for not wanting to join your Slack group, yes, you know who you are. I'm talking to you. I don't care. I'm done with Slack. It wasn't a requirement. I'm not adding more groups. And you get mad at me. That's just a side one. Like, I just going to highlight that. I just can't do anymore. So I actually feel more relief right now that I've gotten to be able to shout out all my annoyances. If you have some, let me know. I'll be happy to add those to my annoyance list as well. But otherwise, I will see you again next month. I hope everybody has a wonderful month. I know things are chaotic and crazy and difficult and challenging right now. So if there's something I can do, just let me know. I wish everybody the best.